on a second. It is. Oh, it's recording. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. It's Miracle Mom and Michael.
Yes, we are recording. All right. So we have a new system here for those who are watching. Hello, everybody. So bear with us. We'll get it down. But we're back. If you watched yesterday's episode, we're doing this one a day now, and topical, and we're trying to stick to 10-minute segments. If we get, Mom, if we get riffing on a subject and you hear the time and you hear the little beep. Did you hear the beep?
Yes. No.
Okay. Well, the recording, you hear it in the recording. It just beeps once. When I hear the beep, if you're in the middle of expounding upon some profound truth, I'm not going to cut you off.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we're not going to be legalistic here, but we tend to babble on, both of us.
I certainly, ranting and raving.
I get it from both sides of my family. We have some real talkers, and today's topic is money.
Oh my. Okay.
What's the song? Money, it's what I want. Whole lot of money, it's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. But what it don't get, I can't use. I need money. There you go. Some singing from Michael.
Need to get your guitar.
So
anyway,
the question is, Mom, I want to talk more metaphysically, or I guess that's the right term. What is money?
What is money?
Yeah.
Well, the answer's obvious, isn't it?
Is it? Well, if it was obvious, I'm holding up a $1 bill right now. What is money?
Well, that can be defined, in different cultures in a way.
Yeah.
I think the world before money before silver, gold became a value-based object for carrying on commerce, cultures survived on a barter system instead of coins and
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. People had things of value, and
I
need some of what you got. Yeah, I need some of what you got. Do you need some of what I got?
I think we need to go back to that. Frankly,
yeah,
it's probably going on more today than we realize. But so what is money? It's a form of or a power, form of means to get things and engage in commerce in today's world.
Yep. I want to read something here. Let's see. Federal Reserve note. I'm reading on the $1 bill. I'm trying to figure out what money. I'm trying to figure out what money is, so I'm going to get some hints here, I guess. Federal Reserve note. The United States of America. Let's hold it up so everybody can see. The United States of America right across the top. And then it says over here, I don't know if I've ever read, I'm sure I've read all of this before. This note, so it's a little piece of paper. This note, it's a note. Like literally, if you think about writing a note.
Yeah.
I think early currency, at least even in the United States, was like, take out a piece of paper and write down a promissory note. Like, all right, I don't have what you need right now, but you have what I need. I'm going to write this promissory note. You give me that, and I'll give you this piece of paper, and then I'll come and fulfill my obligation, or something like that. So This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. Interesting.
Right.
And I don't want to expound on all that, but what I really like is on the back. At the top it says the United States of America, but right under that it says, "In God we trust." In God we trust. I thought about this. I didn't think long and hard about it, but I thought about it in the context of our national debt
Yeah.
being at 20 something, 30 something $trillion, like
25.
$25 trillion.
Yeah.
And the number trillion doesn't, people don't understand the magnitude of that number because it's not something we deal with every day. It's out of our grasp. We deal in, thousands. If we see a room, a theater with 1,000 people in it, we can kind of grasp what 1,000 is like.
Yeah.
And maybe millions, but billions kind of gets out of our grasp. But then when you get to trillions, it's just something we don't compute. We can't really grasp. And so
25 trillion is the national debt.
Yep.
But you have to factor in the personal debt.
Oh yeah, there's private
which
debt,
is
individual
over
debt.
100 billion, just to start with.
Yeah.
That's people's credit cards, blah, 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 mortgages that have defaulted, that sort of thing.
But,
so,
let me take out this piece of paper again, this little rectangle. So this thing, it's like, it's made of, tree. A tree grew and they cut it down and they processed the tree, the material. And then there's this ink on it, and they painted it on this piece of tree, right? So we got a little sliver, thin slice of a tree with some ink, which is made out of minerals that come out of the dirt or out of the ground. And so this is not actually worth $1. This thing I'm holding in my hand, it's just a note. And what does that mean? It means I trust. And we have, a $25 trillion debt is the U.S. debt. It's the biggest debt any country has ever had. But what is that? That all it is trust in the government. Right? There's other countries. There's other countries, one in particular, that is trying to overtake the United States. And one of the things they're trying to do is make their form of currency a global standard rather than the dollar. So right now the dollar is like the global standard, I guess. I'm not real versed on this stuff, but it's because the United States is still trusted by, a good portion of the world, that our dollar is still strong enough to keep everything from collapsing. And if you think about it, all economies are intertwined. Every country has their own type of currency, but it has to be tied to something. And a long time ago, we detached our currency from gold. It used to be $1 was actually $1 worth of gold. It was tied to some physical thing of value, and we detached the dollar from that physical thing, and so now it kind of floats and it expands, and people are afraid of economic collapse, and economic collapse happens. But what is that? What causes the collapse? It's when people no longer trust that government, right? When the trust in the government, when trust in that country collapses, the economy collapses. And so economists have been like, this bubble's going to burst, and we have rocky economic times, but this debt keeps inflating, and I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but as long as the United States stays strong, that we have nothing to worry about. But if the United States is weakened, if any other country supersedes us in power, then let's just say all hell breaks loose.
Well, we're certainly at that place. I see it as, there's a debt we have. Number one, the debt we now have is not humanly fixable in my mind. And they don't talk about it. It's never talked about. Not the reality of it. No one talks about it, except Dan Bongino. He talks about it. But to me, the national debt should be the number one. You still there?
I'm here. We passed time, but I didn't want to cut you off.
But okay. Well, no, I'm just saying.
We can continue this topic.
Okay.
In another episode.
Okay.
Say the last thing you're going to say, and we'll pick up.
I'm just saying that to me, the national debt is the number one, above all else, above anything in politics, above anything about our economy, that should take a precedent. And it's completely ignored. It's completely ignored. What policies can you name that have been discussed, passed, thought about, presented to the American people in resolving the national debt? I can't think of one. I think the national debt's more crucial almost than the election. You still there?
Oh, I'm still here. I have a bunch of things I want to say, but I want to end this episode. So
okay.
We're gonna leave.
I'm done.
We're gonna leave that cliffhanger because I have plenty to say based on what you said, but we're actually not gonna. We're gonna pick up that topic next week because I want to stick to. I want to stick to my schedule here. So that's a good cliffhanger, everybody. See you tomorrow. Oh. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stop recording. Yeah.